Today, let's see how Ed has almost turned his airtime into a grunge wrestling comedy show. After lots of practice, he can finally land smoothly on a 70-meter. Although he only managed a miserable 34 meters, he broke the UK record and secured a spot at the Winter Olympics. However, when he swaggered back to turned away, as the committee, not wanting to waste resources on Eddie, altered rules to set 61 meters as the minimum standard. They clearly wanted Eddie to quit. The rulemakers were those who despised him, underestimating his dream-chasing spirit. His dad still opposed his skiing. With Mum's support, Eddie borrowed Dad's car and swiped cash for a new one. He found Brown and hit the road for their tour. While on the road, they trained and competed like champions. Sure, life on the road was tough, but their hearts were full of hope and excitement. They knew this tour wasn't just a song to chase their dreams, they had to give it their all. So, Brown cranked up the training intensity, starting with the step-by-step, the home skills. Each morning, as for sunlight hit snow, they are already training, repeating basic moves. Constantly tweaking their moves and strength, they aimed for perfection. Each practice was a challenge, and every little victory boosted their confidence. As time went on, Eddie's results got better and better, from landing in a clumsy heat to finally sticking the landing. Each little improvement was a testament to his hard work and sweat. Watching Eddie grow, Brown felt a mix of pride and relief, knowing how efforts went in. This young man steadily pursues his dream. Eddie clocked 61 meters in a jump. A good performance in the competition will seal the deal. He could make Winter Olympics, but fate intervened. Too nervous, Eddie crashed on landing. And just like that, his score was wiped. After the event, Eddie begged the staff for one more chance, saying, "I'm trying to jump off that mountain, and you're sending me home." But the staff said no. Maybe that's the Olympic charm. This blow left Eddie down and out. He called his mom, expressing disappointment and confusion about the future. He thought he just wasn't Olympic material. "Don't be silly. But you've competed before, and that hasn't stopped you. Come on, Eddie, shake it off. Mom, you just don't get it. I'm never going to the Olympics. That was my shot. Now just take all that back, and I never want to hear about ski dancing again. Good night, don't worry about me. I'll be fine." Just when Eddie thought he was done with his dreams, fate decided to pull a huge prank on him. "Hey, Eddie. This is it." His trial jump counted as a pass. Eddie got his Olympic spot, but now it was Brown's turn to convince him to give it up. "If you compete now, you'll just be a punching bag. Why not train for 4 more years and shoot for the next championship? Don't make the same mistakes, Eddie. Please, just do the right thing. But don't do everything right. Are you crazy? Last year you would have been flattened by them. Compare your progress to McKay. My moment. McKay, yours. You'll be a clown. They'll turn you into a clown. I'd rather be a clever fool than a drunken idiot." They had a huge fight and parted on bad terms. Days later, Eddie joined the national team, but others didn't like the anchor. They even tried to get him drunk, making him miss the Olympic opening ceremony. But to Eddie, that didn't matter. He was living his dream. Though he finished last, he was more excited than a winner, giving speeches to the TV about the British record. "Mom, I love you. I love the British record." He was even dancing with the crowd. The crowd caught his vibe and erupted in cheers. Eddie spread his arms and imagined himself as a soaring bird. This also earned him the nickname Eagle Eddie from the commentators. After the event, the media swarmed him for interviews and held a special press conference. Eddie was surprised by press enthusiasm, a hit overshadowing the neighbouring champion. Soon, he was noticed everywhere he went. He now had fans, but many saw him as a joke, a clown seeking attention, as the 90-meter ramp was the real challenge. That was a realm only for elite athletes. In their eyes, Eddie, the unknown clown, had no business being anywhere near that height. That night, Eddie ventured to the ramp all alone. She felt a mix of confusion and dedication. She suddenly noticed the world's best still practiced hard, while he at the bottom enjoyed the cool. Instant shame washed over him. He realized he had strayed off the path while chasing his dreams. At the next day's press conference, a bold idea sparked in his mind. In front of everyone, Eddie shared his true feelings. He apologized to all the athletes, admitting his foolish actions had overshadowed their "I really do take my jumping seriously, and I love it. I genuinely love it. It proves people wrong. That's why I'm deciding to compete in the 90-meter ramp. I know I originally aimed for 70 meters. But people are more foolish. Olympics isn't just showing up. If you don't believe in yourself, it means nothing. I won't be the verification nobody asked for. And they'll definitely not go home." Sure, it's easy to talk big. But Eddie faced a dilemma. He had never tried 90 meters before, leaving him feeling a bit shaky. Fortunately, just in time, Brown showed up. As a coach, she thought Eddie was just plain crazy. But as a friend, she wanted Eddie to give it a shot. She understood Eddie's stubbornness about dreams and knew that fire in his heart wouldn't just die out. That fire couldn't just be snuffed out. On the competition day, Eddie's parents were glued to the TV, their faces heavy with worry. Brown even wrote Eagle on Eddie's helmet in hopes of some good luck. Meanwhile, an underdog competitor made a major blunder, causing Eddie to frown and